Investment banker business went bad. So he decided that he'd go back to his roots. When he was a kid, he worked in a deli and he'd start making sandwiches. So he had all these great looking sandwiches on the menu. Turn some heat up here now. Oh, we got some stuff on there. Yeah, this Romanian pastrami is unbelievable. This is one of those things like you can replace bacon with in a lot of dishes, and it is just a terrific item. And when it hits the heat, man, it turns into something good. Herb right now, I have to fight him off. So anyhow, when I heard about this guy, I went to go check out the place. So I went there, and there was a street sign right outside the place that said Cleveland. I thought, how ironic that this guy would open a place that's on the corner of Cleveland and somewhere in San Francisco. Called a deli board, wasn't hard to find. And so I go inside and I order a sandwich, and I ordered a sandwich called the ADM, and that's the sandwich we're making now. And after we ordered the sandwich, Adam Mesnick heard we were there, and he comes running out to meet us because here's these guys from Cleveland. In the store, he's got all kinds of, like, those are tickets from the stadium hanging behind there, all kinds of stuff. So here's a guy who was an investment banker, and now he's a sandwich maker. And I just thought I had so much fun there talking to this guy that I asked him if I could make this sandwich on the air. So we talked a little bit on the phone, and he told me what I should do and how to do it. And we started with this pastrami here. So that's what's going there. And then also on the sandwich, we have corned beef. I bought the pastrami and the corned beef at Jack's Deli. You probably get it at Corky's or the Manhattan Deli over on the east side. But if you don't get it from a deli, it's not going to be the same stuff. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth about that. So we're going to heat this up a little bit. Now it looks like a lot of stuff, right? Well, that's because we're going to use a lot of bread. So while that heats up, I'm going to show you the bread here. What I do is I got a French roll. When he sells this sandwich, it's described as Thousand Island dressing, a little bit of coleslaw, and then we got the pastrami, we've got the corned beef, and Munster cheese. That's right, not to be confused with a TV show about monsters. So it goes on a French roll. So our French roll was this big one. I do it this way because if I don't have a bite for everyone in the studio, they take a bite out of me. So what I did was I took this and I slid it down the middle, and then I hollowed it out right down the center a little bit. I threw this bread away. Isn't that terrible? But you have to have a place to put all this stuff. So we're going to start, let me just turn that meat over one more time here, just get a little heat on it. Things are happening here, huh? It's all steamed up. Oh, your camera is, huh? Oh, we're cooking here. I thought it was sort of funny too. We have some great guests on the show, guys that know a lot about like gourmet food and stuff, and they come on and Moss Man's making a sandwich. But I thought this is going to be one of those things you might want to make for yourself or for your friends and have some fun with. So I got this Thousand Island dressing. The good thing about this too is you don't have to do a lot of cooking. You can buy all this stuff, then all you have to do is really assemble it. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of this Thousand Island dressing, like that, and put it on the sandwich. And that sort of like lubricates the roll. That's right, makes it nice and tender. I did put this in the oven for just a few seconds, just to heat it up and make it pretend like it's fresh bread again. Because it probably came out of the oven a few hours ago. I sort of like these things warm and nice. Okay, that's the top, this is the bottom. So now on the bottom, after we turn this one more time, tell me, is this happening or is this happening? Or am I dreaming it? Because it smells great. While that's going on too, before I do the next thing, I'm going to put the cheese on it. So the Munster cheese, and I figured out how many pieces it would take to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like that. So that's how much I know to put on. When I wrote the menu for you guys, or the recipe, I said buy half a pound, but I always say buy a little extra because who knows what happens. I'll tell you what happens. People come in your kitchen while you're making this stuff and they start picking at it, and they pick it up, they taste it, they eat it. Next thing you know, you're a slice short. So, you gotta be careful. You gotta be ready for anything. I'm gonna turn that over a little bit. We're gonna melt the cheese into it. Okay, now, there you go, cheese. Go to work. I think we're going to put another cheese in there, too. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the coleslaw. Now, the coleslaw I bought at Giant Eagle, the bread, too. And when you get the coleslaw, what you want to do is you want to make sure you use a slotted spoon or something because you don't want all that sauce in there because if you put all the sauce in, the bread's going to get too soggy. So you put this nice little dressing in here.
Looking good.
Oh, who snuck up on my right side here, huh?
I'm going to switch sides with you.
What do you think of this so far? You think it's a crazy idea?
It looks amazing, and I don't know if you're going to have enough to share with everybody here.
Look around, we start
No, because I'm going to eat half of it.
Oh, there we go.
Are you kidding me? If I don't eat these chips these chips are really good too. Where'd you get the chips at?
The chips I got that at Giant Eagle too, like in their healthy department. They don't see me in that department much.
Are they sweet potato chips?
Sweet potatoes, beets, that kind of thing, right?
Oh, that's why I like them. These
Now,
are
I
good.
asked Adam Mesnick over at the deli board, and I got his address also on there, how much I chopped this up, because it looked like it was pretty chopped up, like one of those Philly steak sandwiches, and he said, not too much, don't do it too much. So I'm not gonna do it a whole lot. But see how it's all coming together? Mm-hmm. What do you think there, Herb? You're laughing.
Like half a cow.
What do you mean half a cow?
Are you gonna get mad at me if I do part of your job and put a couple chips on the side of my plate?
No, that'd be awesome.
Okay.
We use all the help we can get around here. There we
You
go.
can't have a sandwich without chips on the side.
Okay, there we go. Now what we're gonna do is start assembling this baby. We're gonna put some over here. And if there's some left over, what do you think is gonna happen to that? Somebody's gonna eat it.
I'll eat that.
Looking good, huh?
The cheese makes it look delicious.
Of course it does. Look at that.
Is Herb trying to steal some from you? What's your hand out for, Herb? You trying to get some?
You know what that signal means? It means, David, you have to hurry because we have other guests on the show today.
There's no way. This is gonna be a feat, me trying to bite into one of these.
Doesn't that look great? So then what you do is, what he does is he rolls it in paper so it's easier to slice. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna top it like this.
Woo!
There you go. And then I'm gonna take these little rascals. It's almost like pinning up a dress or something. You know, I got my, there you go. Look at that, like a tailor, right? And then we're gonna make slices in between.
I always love the stragglers.
Yeah.
A couple pieces on the side, corned beef. Oh, that's to die for.
So every time I put one of these, it's gonna be like a piece there. I like that, we're getting the big wrap.
You are gonna have enough for everybody. I'll just take one.
Yeah,
little
isn't that
bite.
great?
Yeah, that's a big, nice big sandwich there.
It's a big sandwich. Okay, so now we're gonna cut a little piece off of here. Okay, folks, we're gonna head to break now. I think, what do we got coming up? We're gonna sample some of the best stuff you can ever get in Canada. We're gonna go up to Niagara on the Lake. And it's gonna be a beautiful thing, just like this. Check this out, here's a beautiful thing.
I love it.
Look at this, huh? It's all together, it's steamy, it's cheesy, it's delicious.